Once you are logged in, you should be taken to a page titled Incomplete Tasks. And this will give you a list of items that you need to complete for the following school year. For all employees that are being evaluated, you will have some type of goal form that you will need to fill out, though the goal form may vary depending on your job title. And then you will need to have a follow-up, but that should not be completed until the end of the year. Normally, your evaluator will let you know when that should be. For teachers and administrators that are being evaluated, you may have additional items to complete. So for instance, a teacher may have a pre-observation form to complete before they are observed. And for administrators, you may have self-evaluations. So again, this may not, the task that you see in this list will vary depending on your job description. To open up and complete a form, you're going to click on the Go to Form icon over here to the right. And when you do, you'll be taken to the form itself to complete. So almost every employee type should have some type of goal setting form. You should always work with your evaluator beforehand, before completing the document to ensure that you are typing in the right goals for the year. So I'm going to go ahead and just type in fake information because these are required fields and I will need to type in something into these fields to submit my document. You may notice something right here, appraisal comments was also above. That is a read-only field. So what that means is that when you submit this document, your appraiser or your evaluator will have the ability to type in comments in this read-only field. So whenever they complete their portion and you go back to view this form at a later date, you would see their comments if they chose to leave any. At the bottom, you will see an artifact section. That artifact section will appear on any form that you are working on. And what this allows you to do is you can attach any attachments, evidence, or artifacts, whatever you want to call it. I'm going to go ahead and click on Choose File. And I'm just going to select a fake file. There we go. Also, when you add an artifact, you can also select a URL. So if you have a Google Sheet, for instance, that you would like to share, you could type in that URL here. Then at the bottom, you will see what we call a workflow. So these are the steps that will occur after you submit this form. So first thing that's going to occur is that you will need to sign the document. Direct report is just the employee who's being evaluated, which is you. And then it will go to your supervisor / evaluator for their approval. The system does autosave after every minute or so, but I would not rely on that autosave. So always remember to click on Save Progress if you would like to take a break and come back to this form later. Lastly, second to the last item, you'll see this Forms tab over here to the right. And this will allow you to view any completed form. So as documents are being completed for your evaluation packet, you may start to see more options here. As of now, you only see the forms that have been assigned to you. For certain employee types, such as a teacher, you may see an option for a rubric as well. So that will allow you to pull up your teacher rubric. I'm going to go ahead and click on Save and Submit. It's going to ask me if I'm sure, because this will lock in my answers. I will say yes. And that's it as far as completing a document. Now, in this case, I've also received an alert up top that I need to sign this document. Anytime you need to sign a document, you will be email notified. And when you log in, you will see an icon here. Now, I'm already logged in, so I don't need to follow the email. But if I click on this icon here, it will tell me that I need to sign a document. This will also occur if there is a document that was completed by your evaluator. So again, let's say your final evaluation was complete and your evaluator submits that evaluation. You will then be email notified, letting you know you have a document to sign. I'm going to go ahead and click on View and Sign. I see a read-only copy of this form. And then down below, I will need to sign my name. There will also be this checkbox that you will need to click, basically stating that you have read and accepted this electronic signature statement. So that electronic signature statement basically states that this is your legal signature. You can also leave an additional comment. That comment will live underneath your signature in this box. Do keep in mind, if you do leave a comment, that comment will stay on the site forever. So be very careful with that. I'm going to go ahead and click submit. And now I don't have any other documents to sign. Your evaluators will be able to pull up a report to keep track if there's any documents that you have not signed. So please try to follow those email alerts and sign a document as soon as you can. That is pretty much your responsibility in this site. It's very straightforward. So any tasks that you have assigned to you, we would ask that you try to have those completed by whatever due date your evaluators may set. Anytime you have to sign a document, you will want to follow the email notification that you received, and then go to this tab up top. Really, the only other options that you will see is under this My folder, you will have the ability to go to the history of your account. What that means is that any forms that have been fully completed, so a goal setting form or your final evaluation, once those are fully completed, you can go to your history to review those documents again, and then you can also print a copy. The attachments tab, as well as the profile, will actually not need to be used on your end. The profile will allow you to update your password. However, you are using a single sign-on with your district. So in fact, anytime you need to do a password reset, that will actually go through your IT department and not within the system. So it's very important to note that you will see an option in profile to change your password, and I'll go ahead and show you. But that will not allow you to actually change your password because you're logging in through your own servers at Capel. So please work with your IT if you're having any password issues. Attachments is an old feature, so you can skip that altogether. And then finally, you will see evidence. And what evidence will allow you to view is all of the attachments that have been accumulated throughout the school year. That is all for today's training. Please let the HR department know if you have any follow-up questions at all. Thank you.